Hello, my name is Ryan Knight, and I am a graduate student at the University of Alabama working on my master's in special education. Today, I would like to present to you an augmentative and alternative communication device that I have created for a student in my class at Hamilton Elementary School. This is an armband that he is able to wear, and it helps him communicate his wants, needs, and desires to me. So first, I would like to just go over some observations. I have observed that a student of mine has attempted to interact with adults and peers at school, and unfortunately, he has some severe hypernasality, and that creates a communication barrier between the student and myself or any teachers or peers around him. He is a kindergartner, he's 6 years old, and receives speech services, and he speaks unintelligibly. And so I tried to come up with something that I could use to help him that was simple to use and easy to keep up with. And his needs are just that, easy to operate, few choices, very simple, nothing complex, and easy for him to keep up with. After all, he is a kindergarten student. So this armband device is simple and easy to use. It consists of basic needs, wants, and feelings that my student might need to be able to communicate to me. So on the front of the device is a clear plastic plate that allows you to be able to see a piece of paper slid underneath it. So this first side is going to show the feelings that he might be having, where he can communicate whether he feels happy, sad, sick, or mad. So on the inside of that first flap, you will find the basic needs that the student may have at school. So, if he's got, needs something dirty, needs something clean, shows picture of washing hands. If he's hungry, he can point to the piece of pizza. If he's thirsty, he can point to the bottle of water. If he needs to go to the restroom, he can point to the commode. On the other inside, as I have it listed, so this is opposite the front flap, you will find a list that consists of the student's most common wants when he is at school. He loves playing with blocks, coloring, Play-Doh, all the things kindergartners love to do. And he also really, really enjoys his computer and iPad time. And so if he feels like that he needs to ask for these things, he would just simply point to these pictures and let me know what he is wanting to do. Okay, how to use. All the student must do to use the device is simply point to the desired picture once he locates the want, need, or feeling that he desires to communicate. It's super easy to implement. So teaching the student to use this device was so simple. I just put it on his arm and I showed him how to open the Velcro flap, which honestly was probably the most difficult thing for him to do. But of course, that Velcro wears over time and becomes easier to open. Show how to point to the pictures. So just a little bit of hand over hand, showing him how to point to those pictures and letting him know the correlation between pointing to the picture means I'm communicating with my teacher. I also gave him concrete examples of each picture. If, for example, I had him to point to the piece of pizza and told him that that meant he was hungry and that he should point to that piece of picture or that piece of pizza or that picture if he was feeling hungry and wanting something to eat. And then I let him have a snack. So a little bit of reinforcement there, of course, with the snack, but also letting him know that pointing to something is communicating with me, his teacher. So some pros of this device. It has several advantages over high-tech options on the AAC market. It is so simple. There are no crazy functions or electronic failures. We all know the atrocity that it is when one of our students with special needs runs out of some battery life or something like that. It's so easy to use. It does not require extensive training or integration. As I said, it just took sitting down with the student and walking through it. Take it anywhere. It's very versatile and can be worn anywhere on campus. For example, he can take it with him to the playground when he goes to PE. He can take it with him in the restroom. He doesn't have to worry about leaving it anywhere. It's always with him and it's out of the way. And of course, with the plastic protection over the paper, he doesn't have to worry about it getting wet. Adaptable. As his wants, needs, or feelings change, so can the device. It's simple. You just print out something new and tape it onto the sheet of paper within the plastic protector, and then you'll be on your way with a new function for his AAC device. And finally, it's affordable. The device really just cost about $5, and so that's the next point I want to talk about, is the device's affordability. It did cost less than $5, and I would like to break that down. So the armband cost about $4.50 on Amazon, and then I threw in 50 cents for paper and ink. It was really a very simple solution to just a basic need that he had in my classroom, which is just being able to communicate those wants, needs, and desires and feelings to me. And it seems to really be working well and could be used, as a bridge to some more involved device if his speech is not improved by speech therapy. So there's no need to finance this through school. I was just able to use my classroom funds and supplies to provide this effective device. So that is all for my device presentation. I encourage you, if you have a student that is struggling and you don't know if there's necessarily a need because they're just an early learner for a high-tech device, then this is a great starting point to encourage that communication with your student and with you or any of their peers or other teachers. And I encourage you to just make this small $5 investment and just give it a try. You never know what might work with your student. Thank you for your time today, and I hope you have a great day.